Amex Platinum in 2026, what they actually killed and what still works. If you're holding this card right now, stuff changed on you this year. Amex did not send you a letter about most of it. That's not an accident. That's just how this works. They announce the stuff they add, the stuff they take away just quietly stops being true one day, and you find out at the airport, for example. I read through every change Amex made to this card this year with the actual dates, so you're not finding this out from a Reddit thread the way most people do. 6 things on this list. Worst to worst. The last one is the one that actually changes whether the $895 still makes sense for you. Number 6. Back in May, Amex quietly pulled Uber VIP status off this card. In its place, something called signature support. Basically a customer service upgrade, live chat inside the Uber app. Honestly, barely anyone's going to notice this one, and nobody's canceling a card over ride priority they never used. It's on the list because it happened, not because it hurts. Of course they swapped it. Status perks are cheap to remove because nobody can put a dollar figure on them missing. Number 5, in June they killed events by Amex, the actual named benefit that got you pre-sale tickets and invite-only stuff, officially replaced with, quote, special tickets, unique offers, and exclusive experiences. So notice what just happened here. A benefit with an actual name and actual rules just became a marketing sentence. When a company stops telling you exactly what you're getting, it's usually because they don't want to be held to it anymore. So really quick, comment which of these 2 you'd already noticed before this video. I'm curious if it's 0, and if it is 0, just comment 0. Now, number 4, which is going to be the $100 Saks credit, which is gone as of July 1st. Now, I'll be fair on this one. Saks itself filed for bankruptcy this year. Shelves were already thin. Cardholders were complaining they couldn't find $50 worth of anything decent. So this is less Amex screwed you and more the thing this credit was bolted onto was already falling apart. Still, $100 off your math either way. Now we're halfway through and everything so far has been status and small dollars. The next 2 actually touch the reason a lot of you got this card in the first place. Now we move on to number 3. If you fly through Frankfurt or Munich and you've been using this card to get access into those lounges, that access ends completely. So here's one interesting thing about this. One travel outlet pointed out that this wasn't even posted on Amex's own website yet when the news broke. People found out from journalists before they found out from the company doing the cutting. Anyways, let's move on to number 2. This is the one that actually touches the card's whole reputation. Starting July 8th, Centurion Lounges get 2 new rules. You can only get in within 5 hours of your flight. No more showing up early and camping out. And if you bring a guest, they now have to be on your same flight. That second rule matters more than people think. Family used to meet at a layover or bring someone flying a different day. That loophole's closed now. Cut the thing that frequent flyers actually use, leave the marketing number exactly the same. That's the move. Okay, this is the one. If you remember 30 seconds from the whole video, make it this next part. Number 1, and this is the one Amex never announced at all. No press release, no email, nothing. So you know the airline fee credit. You pick one airline and Amex reimburses up to $200 a year in incidental fees. For years, the actual move, the one everybody who maximized this card knew, was depositing that money into United's travel bank. It counted as an airline fee. You got your $200 back and you had $200 of real, spendable United credit sitting there. Since the first week of February, it stopped working. Nobody at Amex sent a memo, people just started getting denied. Called in and support quietly confirmed it. One phone call at a time. Doctor of Credit picked it up. Reddit picked it up. Amex never did. Not officially. Not once. That's the entire thesis of this video in one benefit. The fee going up, you got a letter for that because the federal law says they have to warn you 45 days in advance. No exceptions. Nothing required for them to tell you about this, so they didn't. That's the entire thesis of this video in one benefit. The fee going up, You get a letter for that because the federal law says they have to warn you in advance 45 days, no exceptions. Nothing required them to tell you about this, so they didn't. Now that you got the bad news, here's the part that actually decides if $895 is still worth it to you, because it's genuinely not all downhill. So what still works? The core of this card is still real. $600 in hotel credit, $400 through Resi, $300 for digital entertainment, $300 towards Equinox, the $200 in Uber Cash itself, just without the VIP label attached, $209 for Clear, $155 for Walmart Plus, around $100 for Global Entry or TSA. And there's something new this year almost nobody talks about, which is a $300 Lululemon credit. Now that landed while everything else was getting quietly trimmed. Give and take, not just take. What also still works is 5 times on flights, 5 times on prepaid hotels, over 1,500 lounges. The 1,500 lounges are still there, the widest network out there. Even after the Centurion changes and the Lufthansa loss, Hilton and Marriott status still there with enrollment. So here's a real number. If you're actually using 3 or more of these credits on that list every single year, the fee's still doing its job. Fewer than that, and you're mostly paying for lounges and a logo. One version of you closes this video, keeps doing exactly what you're doing, and finds out about item 1 the hard way, on a phone call with support, wondering why a credit that used to work just stopped. The other version already knows all 6 of these, already knows what's still solid, and can actually answer whether $895 makes sense for you. The other version already knows all 6 of these, already knows what's still solid, and can actually answer whether $895 makes sense for your spending now, not for the version of this card you signed up for 2 years ago. Amex will always send the notice they're legally required to. Everything on this list they weren't required to tell you, and guess what? They didn't. That's not going to change next year either. Look, I'm in your corner. Now go run the numbers. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video next.